What does your name mean to you? My name is Paul, and here at Paul at Home, I've got something new for you, a brand new intro sequence. I hope you enjoy it. Well, I hope you enjoyed that new animation. I've got another one coming up in a second. I also have different characters who join me on these videos. They often travel around with me in a suitcase. I wonder which character you would like to see today. And today, it's Twist. Hello, Twist.
Yeah, I'm glad you remembered.
You're glad that I remembered?
Yeah, I'm glad that you remembered my name.
Well, of course I'm going to remember your name. You're Twist. You've always been Twist.
Yeah, but you don't always remember.
What do you mean I don't always remember?
Well, the birthday card you sent me.
A birthday card I sent you?
Yeah, I saw it on the kitchen table.
Oh, you mean the birthday card that I was writing for Cato the lion?
Pardon?
The birthday card I was writing for Cato the lion.
You were writing it for Cato the lion?
Yes, I was writing a card for Cato the lion. Why? What did you do with it?
Well, I saw a birthday card.
Yes.
And it's my birthday really soon.
Yes.
I recognised your handwriting, so I opened it.
You opened Cato's birthday card?
And that's when I saw the name Cato and thought you'd forgotten my name.
Well, I haven't forgotten your name. I'm not likely to forget your name, am I?
Well...
Will I?
No, I guess not. It's a name you're never going to forget.
That's true.
Anyway, I got a question for you.
Yes?
And everybody.
Okay, what's the question?
The question is, what does your name mean to you?
Good question. Well, my name actually means small or humble. How about you, Twist? What does your name mean?
What does it mean?
Yes.
I'll tell you later.
You're going to come back right at the end of the video?
Oh yeah. See you later. Bye.
Well, thank you, Twist. And we're going to be hearing from Twist right at the end of the video and find out how he would answer that question. But let me ask you the same question. What does your name mean to you? And what does it mean to you when someone calls you by your name? Or maybe it's someone you haven't seen for a while and they remember your name. For me, I think it feels great that someone has remembered my name. Today, I'd like to talk to you about a woman in the Bible called Mary and a special time when someone called her by name. Now, this Mary wasn't Mary who was the mother of Jesus. And she wasn't Mary who had a sister called Martha and a brother called Lazarus. This Mary was known as Mary Magdalene, probably named after the place that she was from. Mary probably lived quite a regular sort of life. But then she met with Jesus. He healed her in an incredible way. And then Mary probably joined with many other people who followed Jesus. She would have seen his amazing miracles, heard some of the amazing things that he said, and she probably would have heard Jesus call her by name.
Mary?
But the events that I want to tell you about today happen at a very different time in her life. It was a time in her life when she probably thought she would never again hear Jesus call her by name. In fact, these events happened after Jesus had been arrested, after Jesus had died on a cross. And it was early on the Sunday morning, a day we now call Easter, a day that we often eat chocolate, probably for breakfast and lunch and dinner, if we were allowed to. Well, Mary and some other women arrived at the tomb. They saw the tomb had been opened up and the body of Jesus gone. These women saw angels and they ran back to talk to the disciples about what they had seen. But later that day, Mary found herself back at the tomb and she stood there with her head in her hands, tears in her eyes, so puzzled about what was going on. And then she saw angels Woman, why are you crying? The angels didn't even use her name. She said, I'm crying because they have taken the body of Jesus. They have taken the body of my Lord. Then, even as she was speaking, a man walked up to her.
Woman, why are you crying?
But with tears in her eyes, she didn't recognise the man. She thought he was the gardener. Mary said, Sir, if you have carried him away, tell me where you have put him. But this man was not the gardener. Have you guessed? Of course, it was Jesus. And Mary was about to hear her name once more.
Mary?
Well, Mary couldn't believe it. She wiped the tears from her eyes. Could it be real? Was it true? She heard her name, she knew that, but she heard the voice as well, a voice that she didn't think she would hear again. She looked up at his face and sure enough, it was Jesus. She probably ran to give him the greatest hug.
I still haven't returned to my Father in heaven, but go to Jerusalem and tell my friends.
Mary probably ran, jumped, danced all the way to Jerusalem to tell her friends, to tell the disciples, to tell the friends of Jesus what she had seen. They were going to meet him as well later that day. But for Mary, I'm sure she would have remembered that moment and treasured that moment. Jesus called her by name. I think it's great when somebody remembers your name. And I believe this as a Christian, that Jesus knows us by name. God doesn't forget us. God remembers us. Not just our name, but all of us. It's a good thing to remember. Well, have you remembered the question that Twist asked? Let's go and find out what his answer is. Well, Twist, thank you for coming back.
You're welcome. I'm pleased to be here.
That's really good to hear.
And wow, Mary heard her name.
That's right. Mary heard her name being called by Jesus.
That must have been amazing.
Yeah, especially as she thought that she would never hear Jesus call her by name ever again. And he remembered.
Yeah, that's incredible.
So anyway, Twist, tell us what your name means.
Well, it means to move around stuff.
Just mean moving around with a twist?
Yeah, not very exciting, but you can still move. Yeah!
I guess you can. I wonder if you're watching this video, I wonder what your name means. Maybe you could talk about that with someone.
And I want to ask, what does it mean to you when somebody uses your name?
Good question, Twist. What does it mean to you when somebody uses your name?
And just imagine if Jesus called you by name.
Wow, that would be incredible.
I think it's so good when somebody remembers your name.
I think it's incredible. And as a Christian, I believe that God knows us by name. But not only that, he knows us so well and loves us incredibly as well.
And remember that, no matter what your name is, you are known and loved by God.
And I think that is a great, great thing to remember. I hope you all have a really great day and we'll see you in the next video.
See you soon. Bye. Have you forgotten?
Yes, I have forgotten.